The world has been incredibly close to a World War III, and now especially when wars are unstoppable in the Middle East and Europe. It looks military power has got a real testing times, and that is when you could see the big dogs come into play. So the question is, who has got the most powerful and the baddest army in the world? Let's start from the number 10. Italy. Beginning with Italy, a major NATO member with a rich legacy. Among NATO's forces, the Italian military is among the most often used ones nowadays. Intensively involved in Africa, Asia, the Arctic, the Middle East, and the Balkans are Italian armed forces. Eastern Europe is also largely occupied by them, which supports NATO's deterrence campaigns. Still, Italy ranks among the lowest in terms of partner military expenditure, even when it ranks among the biggest players in terms of NATO operations. Italy has thus maintained this state of affair by keeping a sizable military force and shifting budget in favor of people, so compromising all other expenditure sectors including training and upkeep. With a remarkable GDP of $2.10 trillion, it gives its defense budget a significant $32.5 billion. Home to 61 people, Italy possesses a formidable military force with 165,000 active members, 18,500 reservists, and a 5,000-strong paramilitary organization. In European and worldwide security, Italy is a powerful actor. Their ground forces with 200 tanks, more than 61,800 self-propelled guns, 108 towered artillery pieces, and 21 socket projectors combined power with mobility. Equally amazing with 800 aircraft is the Air Force. This covers 90 fighters, 29 transporters, 80 tankers, 402 helicopters, and 57 advanced attack helicopters. With 2 aircraft carriers, 4 destroyers, 13 frigates, 8 stealthy submarines, 18 offshore patrol vessels, and 10 mine warfare ships, Italy's navy excels. Italy is one of 5 NATO members hosting 35 US nuclear weapons, even though she does not own any. Italy is now called upon to play a more autonomous role in the increasingly unstable Mediterranean region, with a US turn to Asia and NATO's fresh attention on the eastern flank of Europe. Therefore, unless Italy greatly increases the defense budget, focusing existing limited resources towards new military operations away from Europe's southern edge will probably cause more damage than advantages for Italy and NATO. Number 9. Pakistan. Pakistan keeps its important military presence on the international scene despite difficulties in its power sector and general economy at the present. Having a GDP of $370 billion, Pakistan spends roughly $7 billion on national security and defense. With 241 million people, Pakistan has a strong military might. It includes a large paramilitary forces of 550,000 reservists, and 654,000 active military men. The land forces of Pakistan consists of 3,742 tanks, more than 50,500 armored vehicles, 752 self-propelled guns, 3,238 towed artillery, and 62 rocket projectors. With 1,434 aircraft, including 387 fighters, 60 transporters, 4 tankers, 352 helicopters, and 57 attack helicopters. The Air Force reinforces this capability. Though it lacks aircraft carriers, Pakistan's Navy fleet comprises 2 destroyers, 9 frigates, 7 corvettes, 8 submarines, 69 offshore patrol vessels, and 3 mine warfare ships. Key to Pakistan's defense and balancing power in South Asia, it boasts over 170 warheads. Number 8. Turkey. Advanced military technologies like drones and electronic warfare have helped Turkey's big NATO army and regional supremacy to redefine regional power dynamics. Turkey's $16 billion defense budget, a strategic investment determining its regional relevance, is driven by a strong GDP of $1.5 trillion, comprising 85 million people. Turkey boasts 355,000 regular troops, 378,000 reservists, and a 15,000-member paramilitary force, with 2,231 tanks, 55,144 armored vehicles, 1,038 self-propelled guns, 1,747 towed artillery, and 286 rocket projectors available for several combat situations. Turkey's ground forces have 1,069 aircraft total, 205 fighters, 83 transports, 7 tankers, 52 helicopters, and 111 advanced attack helicopters supporting ground forces. Turkey's Air Force has comprising 16 frigates, 9 corvettes, 12 submarines, and more. Turkey's Navy fleet demonstrates its strong marine capability. Turkey underlines its central importance in NATO by hosting 20 nuclear weapons shared by the United States. Number 7. Japan. Operating under a pacifist constitution, Japan's military boasts great air power, a strong navy, and a well-equipped ground force. Its regional defense with submarines and sophisticated fighters is particularly robust. Emphasizing a dedication to peace, Japan devotes merely 1%, or $52 billion, to its self-defense forces despite its $5 trillion GDP. With 123 million citizens, Japan's military forces consist of 25,000 paramilitaries, 56,000 reservists, and 247,000 active troops. Ground capabilities of Japan consist in 518 tanks, 37,617 armored vehicles, 173 self-propelled guns, 480 towed artillery, and 54 rocket projectors, comprising 1,509 aircraft, 217 fighters, 56 transporters, 8 tankers, 577 helicopters, and 119 attack helicopters, indicating a formidable aerial defense. The Air Force is a vital component, patrolled by 36 destroyers, 4 frigates, 6 corvettes, 23 submarines, 6 offshore patrol vessels, and 22 mine countermeasure vessels, is the Japan Maritime Defense Force. Hiroshima's destruction turned Japan into a country committed always to a non-nuclear future. 6. United Kingdom. With a rich legacy and a worldwide military might, the UK excels in cyber warfare and special operations, balancing nuclear deterrence with peacekeeping by fast deployment and cooperation. Having a GDP of $3.13 trillion and 67 million inhabitants, the UK supports its $65 billion defense budget with a strong economy. The military of the United Kingdom comprises 924,000 reservists and 185,000 active members. Most importantly, it lacks paramilitary troops, supported by 27,223 flexible armored vehicles, 71 self-propelled guns, 126 towed artillery pieces, and 41 rocket projectors. The British Army runs 213 tanks, comprising a strong fleet of 664 aircraft. The Royal Air Force orders the Havens. This covers 120 sleek fighters, 31 transporters, 9 tankers for aerial refueling, and a fleet of 276 helicopters with 52 attack helicopters, with 2 aircraft carriers, 6 destroyers, 11 frigates, 10 submarines, 26 patrol vessels, and 9 mine warfare ships. The Royal Navy of the United Kingdom exhibits marine might. The acknowledged nuclear weapon state. The UK keeps a stockpile of 225 nuclear bombs. Number 5. South Korea. Improved by sophisticated technology and molded by the ongoing danger from North Korea, South Korea's military shines in ballistic missile defense and cyber warfare among regional tensions. The $1.8 trillion GDP of South Korea and its $44 billion defense expenditure help to explain their advanced military technology and readiness. Comprising 51 million people, the country is poised for contemporary security problems, comprising 3.7 million citizen troops, 600,000 active duty people, and 120,000 paramilitary forces, total over 1 million members. South Korea's defense network is impressive. Its artillery force consists of 3,189 self-propelled guns, 4,863 towed units, and 58 rocket projectors among approximately 2,500 tanks and almost 67,000 armored vehicles, operating 1,576 aircraft overall, 354 fighters, 41 transporters, 4 refueling tankers, 758 helicopters, and 112 attack helicopters. The Republic of Korea Air Force, with 13 destroyers, 17 frigates, 5 corvettes, 22 submarines, 35 patrol vessels, and 14 mine warfare ships. South Korea's navy without aircraft carriers still claims great power. Though its neighbor possess nuclear concerns, South Korea gives diplomacy and peace first priority above building nuclear weapons. Number 4. India. Combining indigenous armament and nuclear deterrence with UN peacekeeping responsibilities, India, the fourth largest military in the world and a major player in South Asia, increases its regional and worldwide impact by fast modernization and a rising defense budget. Top regional powerhouse, India is a varied country of 1.4 billion people with a rising $3.73 trillion economy, giving security top priority. It funds a strong military machine with $74 billion in defense budget. With 5 million military personnel overall, active duty as well as reserve, India boasts there are 1.4 million active military men, 1.1 million reserves, and another 2.5 million in the paramilitary force, making up this great power. With a startling 4,700 tanks, 151,148 armored vehicles, 140 self-propelled cannons, 3,243 towed artillery pieces, and 702 rocket projectors. India's land force rules ground fair, with 2,296 aircraft, 666 Sukhoi Su-30 MKI, and Tejas light combat aircraft. The Indian Air Force, or AIF, flies mid-air refueling tankers, 264 transport planes, and 869 helicopters, including 44 powerful attack choppers, help to augment this formidable force, with 2 aircraft carriers, or INS Vikramaditya and INS Vikrant. India's navy consists of 12 destroyers, 12 frigates, 18 corvettes, 18 submarines, and 137 offshore patrol vessels, therefore projecting strength beyond Indian waterways into the Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, and South China Sea. With 164 warheads, India, the 5th largest nuclear power in the world, adheres to a no-first-use policy, therefore demonstrating a dedication to not start nuclear assaults. Number 3. China. Leading worldwide in military technology, China's People Liberation Army, or PLA, is developing stealth aircraft, hypersonic missiles, and naval capability. With a population of 1.42 billion and a startling GDP of $17.7 trillion, China's great economic engine supports a huge $224 billion defense budget, comprising 2.03 million active military people, 510,000 reserves, and 525,000 paramilitary members. The PLA is a force to be reckoned with. Ground forces of China include an amazing 5,000 tanks, more than 174,000 armored vehicles, 3,850 self-propelled guns, 1,434 towed artillery, and 318 rocket projectors. With 3,347 aircraft, China's air might is improving to include modern fighters like the J-20. It comprises 1,271 fighters, 289 transports, 10 tankers, 993 helicopters, and 281 attack helicopters, with 2 aircraft carriers, 49 destroyers, 42 frigates, 72 corvettes, 61 submarines, 150 patrol vessels, and 36 mine warfare ships. China's defense emphasizes on its naval strength in the East and South China Seas. China's strategic decision-making surely reflects its array of 410 nuclear weapons. Number 2. Russia. Russia keeps a strong military, particularly in ground forces and nuclear capabilities, which helps to explain its great worldwide presence. Russia's GDP is $1.7 trillion. Its defense expenditure of $100 billion supports a population of 145 million, supported by an extra 2 million reservists and 250,000 paramilitary members. The 1.32 million active Russians in the military have, staggeringly, 14,775 tanks, over 161,382 armored vehicles, 6,528 self-propelled guns, 8,356 towed artillery, and 3,465 rocket projectors make up Russia's ground forces, comprising 4,255 aircraft. It is the second biggest air force in the world. This consists of 809 fighters, among important aircraft being the Su-27 and MiG-29 Fulcrum. Russia also boasts 453 transporters, 19 tanker planes, 1,547 helicopters, and 559 assault helicopters, comprising 1 aircraft carrier, 14 destroyers, 12 frigates, 83 corvettes, 65 submarines, 122 offshore patrol vessels, and 47 mine warfare ships. The naval force. Russia's military might emphasizes its strategic defense capacity with a sizable nuclear stockpile of 5,889 warheads. And the most powerful army in the world is, of course, the US. With its formidable and technology-advanced military, the United States maintains world leadership. Supported by about 1 million active duty troops and a sizable budget, it guarantees creativity and preparedness in more than 50 nations. With a huge GDP of $26.9 trillion and a strong defense budget of $831 billion, the United States becomes a major actor in both military and economic arenas. Comprising a population of 336 million, the United States Armed Forces have impressive modern military capability. It comprises 799,000 reserve people and 1.32 million active duty soldiers, comprising 4,656 tanks, 36,700 armored vehicles, 1,595 self-propelled guns, 1,267 towed artillery pieces, and 694 rocket projectors. The U.S. ground forces possess an enormous arsenal, comprising 1,854 sophisticated fighters such as the F-35s and F-22s, 957 transporters, 66 tankers, 5,737 helicopters, and 1,000 attack helicopters. The U.S. Air Force boasts the biggest aircraft fleet in the world, 13,429, operating 11 aircraft carriers, 75 destroyers, 23 corvettes, 64 submarines, 5 patrol vessels, and 8 mine warfare ships. The U.S. Navy, the top naval force in the world, projects worldwide impact, maintaining 5,224 nuclear weapons. The United States keeps its unparalleled military might under constant reinforcement. That wraps up the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay notified about our uploads. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out.